Welcome everyone, this is Weems from Grow Up and Game, and I have made a discovery. We are playing the Satisfactory Early Access, and okay, maybe discovery is not quite the right term. We actually knew this Caterium ore was here a little bit ago. Back when we were setting up our first coal installation, which happens to be feeding this coal power plant, we saw this and just kind of put it on the to-do list. And well, now that I'm done setting up manufacturers to make computers and heavy modular frames, it has officially come up on the to-do list. So I went ahead and set up a miner Mark II on this node and decided to make a little, well, not so little, quite large actually, conveyor belt all the way back to the base. So let's follow this here. I opted to do a conveyor belt this time instead of setting up a vehicle like that tractor over there because, I mean, we've got a couple tractors running over here already. It was going to start getting pretty congested, so I figured rather than have tractors run into each other all over the place, I just went ahead and set up the conveyor belt. It's just the one belt. It should be fine. But we're back at the base now. As you can see, I've already got some smelters set up here as well. And they are creating Caterium ingots. What do Caterium ingots do, you ask? Great question. If we go here to the next step in the chain, you'll see that we are making a product called Quickwire. Now, Quickwire is interesting because I think it's pretty much the only Caterium product right now. It's a lot like copper in that, your only real product from there is just the regular wire. As far as I can tell, there's no cable equivalent to Quickwire, but using this Quickwire, there's actually quite a few advanced electronics you can unlock. So let's go take a look at these real quick. So if we're back at the hub here, and if you take a look at Tier 3, we have Caterium technology. Now this was unlocked when I took the Caterium ore and plopped it in the MAM. And that gave us the ability to create these ingots, inventory slots, which is nice, the Quickwire. Also, power pole Mark II. It basically functions the same as a regular power pole. You just have 7 connections instead of 4, which is pretty nice. Obviously, the ability to find Caterium, which seems kind of moot given that you had to have already found it in order to have unlocked this upgrade. And these blade runners. So it's an exoskeleton for your lower legs that assist your movement, allowing you to sprint faster, jump higher, and dampens the impact from landing. Now, I wish I would have found this earlier, or at least thought to put it in the MAM earlier, because right now I'm, rocking the jetpack, and, I mean, it's cool as it is to, run around kind of fast. Like you see here, I'm moving at a pretty good clip. And this is nice, but it kind of pales, compared to the marvel of human flight. So I'm not overly excited about the Blade Runners. I appreciate them, but they're going back in the inventory, or actually back into that box over there. We're not going to be keeping them on for the time being. But apart from that, there's actually a second MAM tier, or a second MAM research that unlocks the next tier of Caterium products. So after putting Quickwire in the MAM, you go here and we've got this Caterium electronics, and there's some pretty interesting stuff here. So we've got an AI limiter, which is essentially just a material component, a high-speed connector, another material component, a supercomputer, another material component, but then we also have the smart splitter. Now the smart splitter is actually pretty neat. So let's go take a look at that real quick. We go here, go to logistics, set up the smart splitter. We're not going to actually connect it to anything. I haven't implemented it yet in my factory. But as you can see, there's actually a menu for the splitter, and you can select pretty much wherever you want. So say you had, I don't know, 2 different types of ore feeding into a single splitter. You could say, all right, I want all of our, we'll say iron ore to go out this side, and all of our copper ore, let's say, to go out this side. So you can actually use it to help, be a traffic cop for all of your materials, which I think is pretty cool. But more important than that is, in order to progress to the next stage, we need to create supercomputers. And actually, we need to research quite a few of them. The good news is, I already started that research, and I should be finishing right about now. Look at that, perfect timing. Alright, now once the supercomputer is done, let's see what this unlocks.
New technologies have been developed based on this new element, primarily in power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 6.
Well, let's take a look at Hub Tier 6. Advanced Caterium electronics. So this requires 20 supercomputers, which we already have, 48 heavy modular frames, which we can easily get, and 100 motors, which we can also easily get. So let's go grab our stuff and let's just, pop this upgrade in the oven. And let's start with the motors. If you watched before, you saw us setting this all up. And we should have quite a few stockpiled here. Oh yeah, we are flush on motors. I'm going to grab the full 100 needed because I like to have motors on hand, especially as you're exploring the wilderness. Sometimes there's material requirements to open up those drop pods, and it's just nice to have, a little bit of everything so you don't find yourself having to mark it and come back later. You can just get it done right there. And now we need our heavy modular frames, which if I remember correctly, there's our manufacturer for them. There we go, pop right here. And we needed 50 of them. We're just going to grab another 50. So I had some in there in my inventory. Oh, that's a one-way road. Let's go jump over here. We're going to take our slingshot back to the hub. And let's get this upgrade going. Going back. Yeah, the Blade Runners are great, but you can't do that with the Blade Runners. Come on. So let's go to Tier 6. Advanced Caterium electronics. Let's see, what do we need? We needed those motors. Let's pop those there. Heavy modular frames, right there. And where are my supercomputers? There we go. And let's launch.
Increasingly advanced use of Caterium applied. Geothermal power sources can be found and used as a more stable supply of power. Programmable splitters with unlimited filters can be constructed along with improved power poles.
So it looks like we picked up some more inventory slots, always appreciated. The Mark III of the power poles, which can handle up to 10 connections, which that's actually pretty sweet. A geothermal generator. I'm very interested to see what's going on here. And a programmable splitter, which I'm not sure how that's going to be different from the smart splitter, but we'll look at it in a second. And then the scanner update for geysers. So let's go see how close geysers are. I haven't really seen any of these running around, so I'm curious to... Oh, wow! Huh. So they're pretty close, and they seem to be kind of dotted all around the place. Yeah, let's see what it costs to make one of these geothermal bits here. So let's go to power, presumably. Yep, geothermal generator. We need 8 heavy modular frames, 8 supercomputers, 30 wire, and 50 rubber. So we have most of that. We just need the supercomputers. And what about that programmable splitter? We need a supercomputer. So we need 9 supercomputers total. Really, we need 8. Let's get those assembled. So to make supercomputers, let's go to the craft bench and look into the materials needed. Now, I've been doing this manually. I have not set up any type of factory to create supercomputers. It doesn't take very long to make it. It's only an 8x. And up until right now, there's been virtually no demand for them, so I didn't feel the need to automate it. Although now we're starting to see a few, items require them. Manufacturing is going to become more likely in the near future. But so we need just regular old computers, AI limiters, high-speed connectors, and plastic. We need plastic, cable, and Quickwire, and this needs looks like circuit boards and Quickwire. So let's do a little inventory management here. Looks like we're gonna need a bunch of cable, a bunch of plastic. Oop. The game, I think, was quick saving there. Or not quick saving, but auto saving. But let's go get some materials here. So this is the old part of the factory. We're gonna go grab. We're gonna get a little bit too much wire. Looks like we already have enough circuit boards in the inventory. So we just need that Quickwire and the plastic, which is all on the other side of the base here. But let me double check. And yep, so we just need Quickwire for that. And we're gonna need a lot of plastic. So let's get over to that side of the base. Let's go hop on our little superhighway here. Our bus, as it were. And get to... Well, first, actually, I want to drop off some circuit boards. I do have too many of them in my inventory. So let's free up some space that way. Let's get back over here. Actually, we don't need to do that. We're most of the way there. We'll just hoof it. And then this is the heavy modular frames. I think we're good on computers. I'm not too worried about that. Let's get the plastic, which is right here. We're going to go grab a bunch of plastic. And we'll drop that off. I think we're going to need more, honestly. We don't have any room. We will find a way to make room. Actually, so if we get the base components crafted first, it'll be ready. So actually, I think I have a craft bench set up right here. So let's go ahead and use that. We're going to go down. And we're going to set up some of these high-speed connectors. Yeah, looks like Quickwire is going to run out before too long here. So if we need 8 supercomputers, that means we're going to need 24 high-speed connectors. So let's see, how many do we have right now? We have 13. Yeah, so let me take a second. Yeah, we're gonna come in just short. 23. And it's gonna be Quickwire, that's the problem. So let's grab some more Quickwire. Easy peasy. And we need a little more. That'll do. And we'll replace this 20. What was that? Let's see. Alright, let's finish up that last high-speed connector. And actually, let's finish a couple more. Let's just get 30. It's nice to have some materials on hand, you know? So let's finish that. And if we go to the AI limiter, we don't need too many of these. Looks like we're just going to need 16 of them. We already have 10. We'll bring it up to 20. Nice even 20. So we got our AI limiters. And we can make our supercomputers now. Perfection. Now I'm only going to make... Actually, I'll make 9. I'll leave a spare supercomputer on hand. Let's get this done. And we're good there. And let's start by taking a look at this programmable splitter. So this has a menu. But okay, so it looks like you might have a few more options. So, for example, in our previous example, say we had a tree of smart splitters and programmable splitters, we could put a few more rules. So, what's a good example? We're sending copper down this way, and maybe along with the copper, we want to send, or actually a better example, copper one way, and then this way we want to send, let's see, not Caterium, we'll do coal and iron, because they make steel, right? So say we were using this as I'm blowing past all this. So this could be one example of where a programmable splitter could be pretty handy. Yeah, it doesn't look like... Okay, so that's interesting. It seems pretty niche to me, honestly. I mean, it seems just as easy to just make another splitter. But I'm sure there's some compact layouts that would benefit from it. So I'm not gonna judge it too harshly. I just, you know, in the 10 seconds that I've been looking at it, can't really think of a huge use for it. So, all right, we got one more thing to look at, and that is over here, the geothermal generator, which, as you can see, we do have the materials needed to create it. Let's go find ourselves a geyser. And got one here, 358, 477, 312. Let's do this 358 over here, actually. Because that's a little closer. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Get a little speed. And, ooh, we're gonna eat dirt if we're not careful over here. Look at the geyser. 164. We're almost there. Okay, so this is actually a little bit further away. Huh. Did I miss that? So, as I've been kind of putzing around, there was an update recently. I have noticed that it seems like there's a lot more power slugs around. I don't know if they added new ones or if the old ones respawned or what, but I have seen a bunch more pop. What? Hold on. Sorry, I just got... Oh my goodness. Oh, you poor fella. So, funny story. I was actually wondering where this guy went. The oil route over there, one of the trucks, I jumped on it while it was moving and it fell through the floor. And I thought it was just lost forever, but I guess it's just been hanging out here the entire time. Oh, should I help it? Yeah. There we go, there we go, buddy. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, is he out of fuel? Oh, you know what? It's probably safer for you to just sit here for the time being. We're getting distracted. I'm sorry about that. But let's go see what this geothermal generator is all about. If we go to our geyser, this looks like, oh, there it is. Geyser cannot be picked up. RP normal. Okie doke. Let's build on it. Can't pick it up, so I guess we should build on it. Seems reasonable to me. Look at that. We'll go ahead and, oh, I'm in the way. That's the best way to put this. I don't really care. We'll do that. And it's actually pretty big. It's kind of cool. And we go over here. Early access warning. Menu does not work as intended. Does produce power. Check power pole instead. Okay. Let's take a look. Power pole. Power line. It looks like this thing, produces 200 megawatts of power. That's not too shabby. It's not great, especially considering the construction requirements for it and how late into the game you get it. I mean, 200 is nice, and you know, as a supplemental part of the grid, you know, I can dig it. But this thing is, you would need a lot of these to power a proper factory, a proper mega factory. Yeah, I mean, so this will be good. It'll take some load off of the grid. So what I can do is just set up some power poles up here, and just if I can get it to the grid at some point, it'll supply power to it, and that'll help. So let's see, how would we do this? Let's I guess climb it. Let's start here because I need to be able to see. Oh boy, we're good. All right, there we go. Can drop a power pole there. Try not to fall off. There we go. Does this reach? It does. And we can follow the same process over here. Let's get over here. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of jetpack fuel. Let's get up here. I'll wait for that to come back a little bit. And then we'll go up to this little vista here. Oh, hey, dude. Oh, I could almost jump on that. And let's get another power pole right here. I think this will reach up just fine. It will. And I can go... Let's find some type of power pole over here. Hey, here we go. I think some of it. Yep, that one's got space. Does it reach? It does. So this went, and I'll add another... There's the pop-up. There's another 200 to the grid. Yeah, I mean, it's helpful. It means I'm going to be burning a little bit less coal, which is good, because I think that my grid was starting to get tested a little bit. So yeah, it's a nice supplemental power source. I just don't see it in its current state being a mainline power source. You really do need the ability to scale, and this is limited to just the nodes on the ground, and the power per node is pretty low. Again, though, you don't have to maintain it. Like, this thing will run forever, and I don't have to think about it anymore, so that's pretty cool. But for the most part, a little underwhelmed by it. I'm going to be honest. But that's all I've got for now. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to do a little bit more exploration, probably offline, and we'll see if there's any other features I was missing. But that's all I've got for you today. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy the video, I'm sorry. I wish I could have done better, but this is the best I got coming right back from my married wedding and honeymoon. Just getting back in the swing of things. I'll try and do better for you next time. But seriously, everyone, appreciate you watching. And until next time, I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month, year in life. This is Weems, signing off.